Pasame la llave.
No sé cuál me voy, el ferro, el Porsche, la C3 o el Rolls Royce. El bote parqueado en San Croix, viviendo la vida como si se va a acabar hoy. Yo, tranquilo en la mía es que estoy. El Richard Zafiro, Dios me los bendiga, mis hijos no nacerá otro como Floyd. Las baby le llegan, los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, están todas blindadas. Tú ronca allá afuera, aquí tú no eres nada. Porque mi tiempo me vale dinero, no te asustes si te enseño todos los ceros. La vida me bendijo porque me mero, soy mi jefe, so hago lo que yo quiero. Que arriba no llegan, tú sabes que aquí es real. Me vengo a afrontar, preguntarle al banquero, son 3 melones semanal. No existe quien me va a parar, se juntaron todos para quererme frenar. Saludo a la federal y a la estatal, cambié todas las válvulas ya que pueden barbulear. Yo sé que no va a cambiar, los que se viraron que le vaya mal. Y si me tiran sabes que voy a pichar, los palos son legales.
MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in Flushing, Queens. Today, a matchup of NL East rivals between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. The race for the division continues to heat up as two of the best square off next. Taijuan Walker, a right-hander out of Louisiana, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
You know, Matt, the results always haven't been good with Taijuan Walker, and I have a slogan with Taijuan Walker. I'm going to give up on Taijuan Walker when he gives up on himself. A big, strong guy, still has a good arm, good enough fastball with some velo. His off-speed pitches are good enough. It's about confidence, and if Taijuan Walker can find it, he'll take it to that next level.
Number 37 is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0.
First pitch, 4-10.
A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. And just a Chamber of Commerce afternoon for baseball. 82 degrees here at first pitch. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. The 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man has gone on strikes to start the afternoon.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off-speed and the fastball. And in the 1-2 count, you might be sitting off-speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He comes in with 16 home runs on the season so far. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with one away.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Bryce Harper, as we show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. First offering, runners off for second, and he fouls this one off. Hoskins leads off first with one away. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
Got him.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Stepping in now, JT Realmuto, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. He enters play here at 288, 6 home runs and 28 RBIs. The 1-0 delivery. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball two.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
2-0 count. Here it comes. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. Hit hard down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. From the stretch. And he watches a splitter for a called third strike, and the side is retired. One left for Philadelphia. And now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Aaron Nola gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Aaron Nola coming on, the pride and joy of Louisiana State University. None of his pitches rate really on a scale of 10. None of them are 8s or 9s, but he's solid and he throws strikes. You'll know early if he's on, he'll induce a lot of ground balls.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Number 6.
Pitch on the way. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. And he is going to have extra bases here to start the home first. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say this qualifies. He gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap and picks up the leadoff double.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. And this is foul tipped at the plate right off the arm of the catcher behind the plate. Ouch. Now the 0-2 pitch to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. He'll come home with it. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Hey, not an easy thing to do early against this good pitcher, Dio. Base hit and a 1-0 lead right away.
As an offense, they talked about this, wanting to get to this guy early before he settles in. When they grab their gloves to go out on defense, they know they got a lead on their hands.
At the plate, Michael Conforto. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
The 1-2. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. He's got it. One there. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Batting fourth.
So here's Pete Alonso. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Now here's the first offering. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1.
Hey, that's a huge set-to-tone pitch right there. To a great hitter, you do not want to fall behind 1-0 and have him sitting all over a fastball or guessing what you throw next. You get ahead 0-1, and now the count's in your favor, and you and your catcher can start doing some things.
Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And he is in there.
Boy, talking about making a pitcher work, D-Row. 8-pitch at bat finally leads off to a base hit.
I got to be honest with you. After the 7th pitch, you start to get in auto swing mode. He could have thrown the rosin bag and he would have took a hack at it. So hats off to him, not only battling for 8 pitches, but getting a result.
Dominic Smith comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. 1-2 to Dominic Smith.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Next for the Mets, James McCann, and the Mets with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. From the belt, kicks and deals. Already pitching from a deficit here as he fires this one by him for strike 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Comes set, the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 1-2. Here it is. Hit to third. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Mets forced to settle for one here in the inning. Second inning set to go, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Alec Bohm. First pitch on the way. Walker has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact.
Yeah, Matt, and that's not an easy thing to do. I think one of the reasons is he changes speeds really well, and he throws both sides of the plate. One of the keys to missing the barrels, you have to be able to throw inside and throw outside, and he's about as good as it gets in baseball at missing barrels.
2 balls and a strike now. A bouncer up the middle. Throw is in time for the first out of the second.
Batting 6, the center fielder, number 9, Travis Jankowski.
Now 1 down with the bases empty, and that'll bring up Travis Jankowski next. First pitch on its way. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. Late making contact on that swing, and we'll do it again on 1 and 2. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Batting 7.
So 2 out, nobody on. And up next, the infielder / utility man, Ronald Torreyes. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Count even now at 1-1. And the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run. He takes the turn and heads for second. And now that'll hop over the wall. So he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double.
Hey, he started the offensive production with a bang right there. That's the first hit of the game, and it's a good one, driving that ball to and over the wall for a ground rule double, and he's basically able to stroll into second base.
At the plate now, Nick Maton, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Torreyes stands at second with 2 gone. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid to put him on base and attack the next guy.
The 3-1 pitch, and he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off in the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. A ball and a strike.
That's a surprising late swing on a heater, middle cut right there. In a fastball count, he's going to have to turn it up a notch.
Ready with the 1-1. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Ready with the 2-1. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. Number 37 would be next. Two men are on with two men out. Popped him up. And the two-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. They trail this one 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up a man who's a human highlight reel defensively, Kevin Pillar. First offering on its way. The windup and the 0-1.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
To the plate now, Luis Guillorme. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. Guillorme is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself, he knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Hit down the line at first. On to the shortstop at second, but it's thrown away. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
In now, Taijuan Walker. And he puts it on the ground to second. He's right there. To second for one. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
So here's Jeff McNeil as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And the inning will continue as that's through for a two-out hit.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
Lindor.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. One-0 count. Here it is. 2-0.
I like the way they're making him work out on that mound. They've taken a lot of early pitches right here. It's going to benefit them in the later innings.
Sent on the ground out to second. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
That's a big knock right there for his confidence. He had seen it. You're walking to the plate. You know your average is dipped below 220 for the first time in a long time. Nice AB.
Into the box, Michael Conforto. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 2 costly errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll go now to the top of the third. Mets out in front, 3-0. Into the box now, number 37. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, number 37 hits a little over the 270 mark. The windup and the 0-1. Now a flare out to left center. In there, a base hit.
Way to battle right there. Hey, guys, that wasn't a bad pitch. And executed off the plate. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offensive player right there. Stayed inside the baseball and was able to get a knock.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 16 homers and 43 RBIs. Comes set with the 0-1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
This is line to left. Smith is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. In the dirt. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And that's going to move that runner into scoring position now. 1 out and a runner on second base. In for strike two. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fouled off. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. JT Realmuto, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set, and the pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. He's in at second safely as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game.
Wow, you got to love this aggressive swing here. Gets the barrel of the bat out in front of the ball and just rips it down the left field line. Absolutely no play on that ball the second it left the bat. Nice job picking up the runner.
That brings up Alec Bohm as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Realmuto at second with 2 down. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Count even at 2-2. Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. One for the Phillies here on the RBI double. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's the Mets 3 and the Phillies 1.
Welcome back as the Mets prepare for their 3rd turn batting in this one. And fans of the Metropolitans have been treated to quite a bit of production from this lineup so far this year. They come into the game with the fewest strikeouts of any team in the league. And when I caught up with some of the players during batting practice and asked them about that, they all reiterated that they don't want to be an all-or-nothing kind of offensive team. They said it's important to their success that they battle, make pitchers work, and do their best every time up to put the ball in play. Not every team buys into that philosophy, but it definitely seems to work for these guys.
The first baseman.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. 1 out, bases empty, and that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Swing and a little tapper. Three and 1 to the Mets left fielder.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Got him to go after the change there, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
The catcher, number 33.
And now, James McCann. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. Here's the first pitch to him. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. Changed up on him, and he gets the inside corner for strike 2.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitch his second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. High in the air out to center field. Jankowski is in his tracks now, and that will retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3 as the lead remains 3-1. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Joe Girardi during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Travis Jankowski comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Offense needs to get going right here. You want to try and tighten up this game a little bit before it starts to get into that territory where you're going to start seeing the back end of each bullpen.
Strike taken up in the zone. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. The pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Left side. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Up next for Philadelphia, the pitcher, Ronald Torreyes.
So bases are empty with 1 out now. And up next, the infielder / utility man, Ronald Torreyes. First pitch coming. Here it is. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Ball 2.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
3-0 now.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
Here's the 3-0.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
So now to the plate, Nick Maton. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He comes into this one at 248. 2 home runs and 8 runs batted in. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets the count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Goes the other way as this is lined to left. Smith gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Score holds, it's 3-1. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, thanks, Heidi. So here is Kevin Pillar. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the first pitch. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Two and 1, the count to Pillar. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Set to deal on 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Standing in now, Luis Guillorme. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And this is foul tipped at the plate right off the arm of the catcher behind the plate. Ouch. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Boy, he went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Now batting, the pitcher, Taijuan Walker.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Taijuan Walker. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Upper part of the strike zone, a dangerous pitch with the changeup, but he laid off. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. Again, a 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Jankowski's on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Mets, and it's still 3-1. Already ready to go in the top of the 5th. And it'll be the pitcher up next, Aaron Nola. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Popped high in the air. Alonso is under it. 1 away. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, number 37. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First offering on its way. Ground ball left side. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Boy, there's a quality infield base hit right there. That kind of reminded me of the old Yankees shortstop Derek Jeter on that jump throw.
Hey, that's why this is the pros. Back in the day, that's a knock all day long. But up here, guys are making those plays, at least making you think about them. That's an amazing play by the shortstop to leave his feet and at least make this close.
Rhys Hoskins stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Throw over to the bag. Back in standing. Now the 1-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Two 2-0 count. Here it comes. Walker a move to first, and he'll get back in safely. Now the 2-1. A swing by Hoskins, and this is driven to deep left. But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are 2 away.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And a dive, but he's back in. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
And it's fouled away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Phillies strand 1. They still trail it here 3-1. She's coming. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jeff McNeil. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch on the way. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
1-2.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now the pitch. And he struck him out.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and no one will get this one. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Scooped up on to first, and there were two down. Next up from New York, Michael Conforto. He was thrown out at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they saw right there. Maybe the first base coach was giving him the green light to go ahead and go to second base, but obviously it didn't work out in that situation. It did take a good throw to get him, though.
No balls and a strike to count. Now the 0-1. Bases are empty here with two men out. Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3 as the lead remains 3-1. Into the box, JT Realmuto. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Now here it comes. Hit on the ground toward the left. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. One out for the Phillies in their half of the sixth, and that'll bring up Alec Bohm. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard to the right side. Reined in, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Next, it'll be Travis Jankowski. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Hit on the ground to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. So now here is Pete Alonso. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey guys, I think the pitcher was just trying to steal a strike right there. I do not think he expected to get ambushed on an 0-0 get me over breaking ball, but that's exactly what happened.
Here comes the Phillies skipper on his way out toward the mound, and he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Spencer Howard takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning. Stepping in now, Dominic Smith, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. No hits to this point. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1. And he popped him up. And that'll get over the wall for a ground rule double, and that'll keep runners at 2nd and 3rd now with still nobody out.
Hey, it's hard to say if he would have scored if the ball hadn't hopped over the wall. They might have held the runner at 3rd because there were no outs, but who knows? Either way, they'll still wind up with a runner at 2nd and 3rd and still no outs after the ground rule double.
To the plate now, James McCann, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Jankowski is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And the runner scores from 3rd as they extend their lead, and it's a 4-1 game. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Showtrack. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. At the plate now, Kevin Pillar, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1 pitch. Smith takes his lead at 3rd with 1 away. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on 3rd. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. And he missed with this one up around the noggin. Now it's full.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Once again, a 3-2. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
In now, Luis Guillorme. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0. Line drive base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Outside of taking a ball in the seats, Dan, these were my favorite knocks to get. 2 outs, man on third, and you're able to upset that entire team, including that pitcher, with a late 2-out ribby knock.
And so frustrating from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You're in trouble. You're one pitch away from getting out of some trouble. Make one bad pitch, a base hit. The inning continues, and another run batted in.
The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
A runner on first with 2 away. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
Man, I'm interested to see this next pitch. 3 balls pounded on the inside half of the plate. He either has no respect for this hitter, or he's setting him up to go down and away.
And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
So now to the plate, Jeff McNeil. As he'll take a look at ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0 delivery. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 4th home run for him on the season, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
And you can see why they love this guy. He's a leadoff guy with some serious pop. And he pounces on this mistake and knocked it right out of here.
Bailey Falter gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Into the box, Francisco Lindor.
The shortstop.
Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. A little bit outside. 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto. Yanked on the ground down the line. This is foul for the first strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. He's under it, and that ends the inning. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. Bottom third of the order, 7, 8, 9 due up to start the 7th. It's the Mets 8 and the Phillies 1. And stepping in, Ronald Torreyes, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
Ronald Torreyes.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first down.
Up next,
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
At the plate, Nick Maton. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. The 1-0. Now a bouncing ball for the shortstop Lindor. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away. Brad Miller will pinch hit here with 2 outs and the base is empty. And now the first pitch. As he rips it on the ground to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Brogdon enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Last half of the 7th here, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso.
Here's the first pitch. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And it's gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was out of here. That's a rough way to start your day at the office as a reliever.
At the plate now, Dominic Smith, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Brogdon playing here in his age 26 season. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. Now a swinging bunt. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Here it is. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Standing in now, James McCann, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Two and two to the Mets catcher. Bases are empty, one man out. And he fouls this one off. And a full count for James McCann. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Wow, all I know is these guys don't need any more help to get on base. Believe it or not, that's the first walk they've gotten. They've done all their damage the hard way. See if they can add to it here.
Next to dig in, Kevin Pillar. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the AB on its way. McCann stands at first with 1 out. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped a base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So now to the plate, Luis Guillorme. And he puts it on the ground to second. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. But add on 1 more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Mets 9 and the Phillies 1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Aaron Luke will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Jose Peraza will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. So the batting order turns over now and set to go number 37. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Now here's the first offering as it's grounded sharply to first. He's got it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help from the bullpen to close this one out.
Into the box, Rhys Hoskins. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. No hits to this point. Left center, base hit. This will kick up against the wall now. And he'll reach second now with one away.
This game might be over for all intents and purposes, but somebody forgot to tell this guy. He's a grinder, and he's going to approach every at-bat like it's his last. Does it again here and delivers a double into the gap.
Here's Bryce Harper now. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. One run, 5 hits, and 2 errors so far on the Philadelphia line score. Fouled off. The 1-2. Fly ball right down the line in left. Smith is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Next will be the cleanup hitter, JT Realmuto. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
2-0 count and the pitch.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
2 out here and a runner at second. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Ready now is Alec Bohm. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Hard on the ground towards short. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. They trail big. It's 9-1. And here's Jose Peraza. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. The pitch.
Nope. Count 1-0.
The 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
And another foul ball.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's laid on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Full count to Jose Peraza.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
He spoils another one, and will do it again. The next 3-2. Lifted into center field. Jankowski's there for it. 1 out. Next to hit, Jeff McNeil. He had that big 3-run homer in his last appearance.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Next to the net, the shortstop, Francisco.
Now to the plate, Francisco Lindor. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. And that's waved at and missed 1-1. Just a tick behind for a strike.
2 strikes.
Popped up. Boom in foul ground, and that retires the side. So nothing happening this time around. We played 8 full. It's the Mets 9 and the Phillies 1. Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
He's set. Here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Comes set and the 0-1. Hot shot to third. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting,
Next up is Ronald Taijuan. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way.
No, that's low.
Here's the pitch. And he popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. On to first, and now the Phillies are down to their final out. So next to bat will be Nick Maton. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First delivery to him. Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
When you're hitting at the bottom of the order, you better be keyhole in the middle of the plate. You cannot allow pitches like that to go by.
The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Hey, down in the count 0-2, I'd like to see a little choke and poke right here. Maybe work it up the middle or opposite field with 2 strikes.
Philly down to their last strike. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
9-1 is the way this one ends. The New York Mets jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Taijuan Walker earns his 6th winning decision in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Got a call for it if you got it. Going live, good in the show. Figure the pay. 2 scene ain't enough. 4-tie team is us. Man on first, on second, on third. I'ma have to clean it up. I done went yard, they ball gone. Now alien beamed it up. Man contract, they want me back. I'ma have to green it up like being way wild. Really feel fine. Worried about y'all, it's just my time. I got my swing right, that's a green light. That's just my sign. This what a ring like. If you missed out, better press rewind. I'm just a highlight reel. To do what I do, take skill. I'm about to chase.
The final line score for this afternoon's ballgame. For the victorious New York Mets, 9 runs, 14 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For Philadelphia, 1 run, 5 hits, 2 errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ballgame, 3 hours and 18 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon at Citi Field, 41,922. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please get home safely.